Okay, so some hints for you as you're working through your assignment. On number 1, problem example 1, practice 1, it's telling you everything you need to know, right? You have Carmen here, and Carmen made an investment of $500 into in a bank account that earns 2% interest every year. Okay, so notice when Carmen's equation was created, the 500 was her initial amount, right? Her growth rate is an increase, so therefore it was 100% plus 2%, right? That's 102%. So your 500 is your A, your 1.02 is your B. Do we see that? Okay, and then it wants to know, starting with A, to determine A of 5. Can you do that? Okay, your hint for A is that this is a plug-in sitch, right? Plug in and explain what it means. So don't just give me the answer, but tell me, this means blah, blah, blah. What is 5? What is your output? So what does your input mean? What does your output mean? Got it? All right. On part B, it wants to know, suppose no additional deposits or withdrawals are made to this account. Write an equation that can blah, 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 I can't talk, that you can use to determine the number of years it will take for the balance account to be 1,000. Then use your equation to approximate the number of years it will take for the balance to be $1,000. Okay, $1,000, is that your input or your output for your equation? It's our output. So you're taking, it's not changing anything. It's your output, so that means you're taking this and you're doing what with it? You're making it equal. It's your output. You're not inputting $1,000 in. It is your output. It's your result. It's what it equals. Okay, remember that. Input is what I'm plugging in. This is an input, right? Yeah. If I'm inside of those parentheses, I'm inputting this in for my independent variable, right? This, it says, is 1,000. It's going to be my output. It's what I'm making. It's my money, right? So that's where we call that little math sense. The little math sense is mathematics mixed with common sense, okay? So we have 500 times 1.02 to the n, and my output is going to be 1,000. And that's what it's wanting you to calculate. So you're going to have to use log, okay? So step 1 for you to remember is you have to get it by itself. So step 1 for you to help solve is you're going to have to divide. Then step 2, you're going to use log. Got it? So those are your homework hits for part B. Cool? All right, keep going. Don't try to solve it right now. Let's keep going through all the things. All right, so next here, we have the number of bacteria colonies in a laboratory experiment can be modeled by an exponential function. F of t equals 10 times e to the 0.2, is it a 0.24? 0.24t, where f of t equals p, and p is the number of bacteria colonies. So my output means what? My output is the what? The number of bacteria. Thank you. My output is the number of bacteria colonies. That is my output. And therefore, t is my what? My number of days, and this is my input, okay? This is the beginning of the experiment. So it wants you to determine the values of f of 0, f of 3, f of 7, f of 10, and f of 14. What are all of these? These are all inputs. If I'm an input, I'm being input into the function, right, guys? Okay, so you're input and tell me what it means. On B, it says write a log function such that g of p equals t is the number of days. So it wants you to find the inverse, okay? It wants you to find the inverse of the function. So finding the inverse, same thing here. So if we have f of t equals 10 times e to the 0.24t, it's wanting you to find your whole shebang, and we want to solve for p. So what would I have to do first if any number? So if I had to solve for a number. So I want you to pretend that if f of t equaled 10, what would I need to do to get it by itself? Well, we're going to give you your hints. Step 1 is to divide. Step 2 is you're going to take the natural log. And then step 3 is you're gonna have to divide again. Okay? So in order to get to your variable by itself, we're gonna do f of t, yeah. We're gonna divide. And why am I taking natural log instead of common log? Because it's e. Okay? Yes. Because it's e, we're gonna take natural log.
Oh, yeah.
ln. Okay, on the back, it's a full problem. So starting from beginning to end, you're gonna need to find your a, your b, write your equation, write the log that goes with the exponential, and work your way through. Okay, those are your notes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where's the assignment? Is it on Canvas?
So your assignment you got last Wednesday, that's due today. Yeah, you got it last Wednesday. Okay, remember a is your initial, and to calculate your b. Yes.
Weren't we solving it inside the class?
No, you're supposed to be finishing it for homework.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we were solving it inside the class.
You were finishing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you solve this one or this one?
No, 13 you didn't have to do, and then whatever we didn't finish was your homework.